All right, Flux Gang, Illuvium Arena is here. Illuvium has been one of the most hyped up games in the Immutable ecosystem and in all of crypto gaming. So Immutable, the same platform that Gods Unchained is on, as well as Cross the Ages and other popular games. Illuvium is the big game, the AAA experience they've been building for a while, and we are about to jump in and see what a PvP match looks like. We're going to do casual just to make this a little bit easier, and let me break down my thoughts, my first impressions on this game as we play. So right away, you'll see I have the choice to choose my team. This is pretty much a random-ish team that I built using the team builder. So let's try it and see what's good. While we're in the queue, I'll give y'all a few of my initial thoughts. So first impressions from playing yesterday when it came out. This game is free, by the way. You can play it on the Epic Games Store as of right now while I'm recording this. The graphics and the music are very nice. You're about to see it. I'm going to have the audio down pretty low just in case anything goes wrong. It starts out by showing you their whole situation so you can quickly see what you're up against. And this is going to immediately show you my main takeaway. The game looks and sounds really good, but it is overwhelming. That is my main summary. Too long, didn't read. Game looks and sounds awesome, but it is a lot of text and a lot of information, and it's overwhelming. So this is a bidding phase where both of us bid on these 4 cards, or augments. I almost said affinities. I think it's called an augment. Affinity is your alluvial's type. It's called an affinity. There's a lot of terminology and a lot of text. As you can see, I'm not even trying to read all these cards, because if I did, I would have no time to talk about the game itself and how I feel about it. So this is round 1. I've got 100 points. They've got 100 points. There's a name for this, like combat points or something. And we're spending our points to play creatures. You can see, again, a lot of text, a lot of numbers. The stats and the text are all pretty small. The first few games that you play... Actually, let's not play this. Let's play a couple cheap guys. This has worked pretty well for me so far. I'm going to drag my Ranger back. You've got your Ranger, and then you've got your Alluvials. You position them wherever you want. Let's make 3 dudes here, and then you go. And so it looks good. It sounds good. We can move around the camera. We can zoom around. I'm not the best with the camera, but I'm getting better. And as soon as my opponent decides what they want to do, the creatures are gonna fight. And you can see that it looks pretty good. It's a little hard to tell why I'm winning or losing. Like, if you're just watching this and you don't really know what's going on, which I don't really know exactly what's going on. It's like, you know, why is this guy not taking that much damage? Or why did those guys die first? Like, what is working against other stuff? What isn't working? What's effective? What's not effective? It's not super clear to me, but, you know, you get the basic feel of your creatures battling. I've taken some damage in my health bar. It's really cool to see the team battle, but it is one of those things, it's just like, I don't really understand, like, okay, my creatures lost against theirs. I have no fucking idea why. And I know, of course, I can go looking through all the stats and all the text, but this is probably, unless you're like a super, you know, smart, in the spreadsheets, always doing math kind of person, like, if you're anything like me, a little more intuitive, a little more, you know, you like to click the buttons, maybe you're more of a Timmy and less of a Spike when it comes to card games and strategy games, I am imagining you'll find this a bit overwhelming, just like me. There's just so many goddamn options, but that could result, and you can augment your alluvials with these different abilities, so it could result in more depth in the game over time, but it just feels like I could at least see some improvements on, like, the icons and the labels and the numbers and the health bars, just making it a little easier to tell why are certain things working, which creatures are doing the best, and why. I don't know. I mean, it's all there, but to me, like, I'm getting absolutely flatlined here. I literally have no idea why. Literally no idea why. So that's pretty much my main takeaway. The game structure is really cool, though. You keep battling. The loser or the winner gets stuff. Like, the loser loses health points. The players both get more combat points based on if you saved your points or not. It's just a very overwhelming experience in terms of the strategy and in terms of what the fuck is going on. How am I supposed to make sense of this, y'all? You boot up a game to start playing, and you're looking at this. It's just like, yay, cool creatures, yay, you know, graphics and audio. How the fuck am I supposed to make sense of this? I don't want to read all this text. I don't want to read all this text, dude. I know I'm getting fucking annihilated. I have no idea in what way my opponent is outplaying me. It's just this confusing goddamn mess of text and 10% this, 20% that, and 10,000 keywords. So, Illuvium, is it good? It looks good, it sounds good, the gameplay structure is good, but, like, it just feels like goddamn math homework. It feels like math homework. It feels like another game. I played a lot of card games over the last few years, and, you know, with auto battlers, they're not exactly card games, but it's like some overlap, and it just feels like, man, I just need games that don't feel like goddamn math homework. Like, I need games that don't feel like, okay, time to load up 10 different spreadsheets and enter in every single creature and all the stats, and then look for the highest damage to energy ratio or the cost to the effectiveness. Like, I don't want to do that, man. I want to jump into the game and run around and click on stuff. Like, I have no idea why my team is losing. Is it the positioning? Is it the typings? Is it something to do with the baseline stats? I have no fucking idea, bro. I'm like 2 or 3 hours into the game. I have no idea what the hell's going on. I like these bidding rounds. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I like. We're about to jump out of this. I think we're going to exit the game now because you guys get the point. I'm hitting the escape button. It's not even doing anything. I might just Alt F4 to escape this and relaunch. I don't know if there's not a good way to concede. But yeah, I do like the bidding rounds. I like the whole structure. The game looks really cool. Yeah, I'm gonna Alt F4 out of here because I'm over it. I'm literally over it. The game looks cool. It's a bit overwhelming. And I don't really want to try to dig into all that text and all those numbers. That's like so much math, so much arithmetic, and trying to organize overwhelming amounts of information. And it's not in a fun way. I feel like I appreciate the game's structure, but I do not enjoy the sense of information overwhelm. Illuvium Arena, is it good? In some ways, it's awesome. It's got some of the highest quality I've seen in terms of graphics and audio, and just the game runs pretty smoothly, and like it just feels very epic and very high fidelity. Is the gameplay experience fun? I'm feeling really overwhelmed, but you guys need to let me know. Is it because I'm just dumb? Not really, but like, am I just not willing to do the work of like thinking through all these numbers? Am I the problem? Is this how auto battlers always are? Or am I not the only one who feels like this looks like a lot of mental effort to try to make sense of 8 versus 8 alluvial versus alluvial with augments and all these stats and all these, like, it's just so much info, even though I'm ultimately just putting the creatures on the board and hitting play. It's like a weird blend of needing to think really hard, but not really needing to do that much. And I almost feel like it's exactly the opposite of what I enjoy, which is I like to do a lot and not have to think so much. You know, I like to think and make decisions and then do shit and get into the flow state. So I don't know. Illuvium Arena is in an interesting point, an interesting place where it's like some things about it I love and some things about it I kind of hate. So that's my first take on it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Please like and subscribe. I'm really curious. What do you guys think about this game, Illuvium Arena, based on what we have so far? Let me know. And that's all I got right now. Flux signing out. Peace.